In today's sports world, women are breaking records, elevating to higher levels, and changing the game. Yet, they're still fighting for their respect. From the WNBA to the PWHL, female athletes are heavily criticized, paid the bare minimum, and lack recognition in the media. These are issues that male athletes in the NBA and NHL rarely experience. However, these conversations in the media can go deeper than just gender. For example, when WNBA stars Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese stepped into the spotlight, social media discussions quickly shifted, not about their talent, but about race. This started in the NCAA championship when Angel Reese did the "you can't see me" gesture towards Clark. This gesture sparked many tweets and videos on YouTube filled with disgusting narratives about Angel Reese, calling her classless, ghetto trash, and too emotional. Although Clark made the same gesture a couple games ago. Even sports analyst Shannon Sharp picked up on the discrepancies in the media.
48 hours ago, when Caitlin Clark did this John Cena, it was considered swag. 48 hours later, Angel Reese does the exact same gesture. It's classless. It's so obvious what this is. This is not about anything else other than race.
And the critics didn't stop there. These tweets even come after both WNBA stars' appearances. One says, "Caitlin Clark is a man. Please change my mind." User Hawkeye Enjoyer said, "Angel Reese looks like Sid the Sloth from Ice Age." Comments like these aren't just hurtful, they're harmful to women's sports in general. These agendas can take a toll on women and discourage young aspiring girls from playing any sports.
I don't really get to stand up for myself. I don't really get to speak out on things just because I just try to ignore. I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times. Death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened. I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time.
I don't think Angel should be criticized at all. No matter which way it goes, she should never be criticized for what she did. I'm just one that competes, and she competed. I think everybody knew there was going to be a little trash talk in the entire tournament. It's not just me and Angel.
Now let's talk about the differences in pay. The pay gap in men's versus women's professional sports isn't just shocking, it's jaw-dropping. In the WNBA, the average salary is $120,000. Meanwhile, in the NBA, the average salary is $9.6 million. Right now, the highest paid WNBA player is Jackie Young with a salary of $252,000. But Stephen Curry, the highest paid in the NBA, is bringing home over $55 million a year. This is the same with the NHL and PWHL. The NHL has an average salary of $3.5 million, while the PWHL has an average salary of $55,000. The highest paid player today in the NHL is Austin Matthews with a salary of $53 million. The highest paid PWHL player today is Makaylynn with a salary of $80,000. These pay differences are egregious and unfair to the women's athletes who work just as hard. But these double standards don't stop here. They extend to their home arenas. When it comes to the NBA and NHL, those teams get their own arenas. For example, in Chicago, the Bulls and Blackhawks share a top-of-the-line arena, where they both receive the same amount of promotion at the venue. However, when it comes to the WNBA, they have to play at college arenas or arenas that were built for the NBA or NHL teams. The women's don't get to play in their own arenas or even get their own practice facilities, like the men's leagues. Along with the arenas, women don't get enough attention in the media. When it comes to the social media platform Instagram, the NHL has 6.9 million followers and the NBA has 90.3 million followers. But on the women's side, the PWHL has 274,000 followers and the WNBA has 3.2 million. This is a huge problem because the NHL fails to support the growth of the PWHL. They rarely post about the PWHL games. The same goes for the NBA and WNBA. When watching the NBA or NHL during the broadcast, you never hear them shouting out the women's games. But you do hear both men's leagues shouting out when the other leagues' games are on. Game times for the PWHL are also mostly during the day when people can't watch due to work. But for the NHL, the game times are at night when a lot more people can watch. Overall, we can clearly see the difference at the professional level for men and women's leagues. They can be discouraging for young women in athletics hoping to be a part of the future. But there is hope with the future, with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and others speaking out on these issues.